Hello, and welcome to cpt162 Basic Web Page Development. I'm just going to go through some of the parts of the course so that you get acclimated to it. To get to the course, you have to log into the portal first, and then you have to click on the link that says Access My Courses D2L, either of these two links. But rather than just clicking on them, what I recommend that you do is right mouse click on it, and then open it up in a new tab so you don't lose this in the background. And then you can click over on that tab, and then this is our course. So it's going to start out with the college fair information, and you can hit that X and get rid of that so you don't see it every time you come in. And then you should see the rest of your classes. So our class is cpt162, so you just click on that icon. And again, this class will not be ready until, not class will be ready, but you will not have access to this class until Sunday. Alright, so the first thing you're going to see when you log in is this engagement. You must do two things prior to the end of the week. One is you need to post to the discussion board, and I'll show you that in a second. The second thing I want you to do is turn in assignment 1, and we'll see that also in a minute. If you scroll down here on the right hand side, you can see here are all the different assignments that you'll have. So you'll always have those on this home page. Then I have a little welcome video for you. One of the things you want to do right off is to go ahead and download the course files. You simply click on this link, and when you do, it'll take you here, and then you'll click download, and it'll go ahead and download those files. So you can see it's downloading here. When it gets done, all you have to do is open. It'll bring you to here. And then all you have to do is tell them you want to extract them all. It'll say where do you want to put it. You can put it wherever you like on your home computer, but usually I recommend that you put it on a USB drive so that you can take the course with you wherever you go. So if you're going to be somewhere else and you want your files, everything will be on that USB drive, and you'll have them. Alright, but I'm just going to go ahead and stick this in my download folder so you can see how it works. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and extract those. When it finishes extracting, it's going to look like this. You'll have a folder called 162, and in that you'll have assignments. These are just empty folders to help you get organized so that when you do assignments, you should do them inside these folders so that it makes it easy for you to find your files afterwards. In Flex, you're going to be using something called Flexbox, and for this I have a PDF that's like a little cheat sheet for you to use. And then we have Sublime Text. So you have two versions of Sublime Text here. If you have a very old computer, like 10 years or older, then you'll be using the 32-bit version. If you have a newer than 10-year-old computer, you'll be using the 64-bit version. If one version doesn't work, then try the other, because if you don't know whether you have a 32 or 64-bit computer. You should start here though, because I think most people have a 64-bit computer at home. And that's all. That's what's for this. Hey, if we go back to the course, and I'll go ahead and hit back. Then I'm going to go ahead and change the look. Oops. So that you can see the student view. Not much different. So there's the engagement. Then down here, it talks about, I have this link right here. This is to the course material outside of D2L. So what I recommend here is that you go ahead and bookmark this so that if you can't get into D2L, but you still want to keep working on the course, all you have to do is right mouse and open this up, and it'll open up to the course material here. Alright, and then here's your instructor, Ms. Fawcett, and the other important thing is down here in general information, it has when we're going to have a holiday, last day to withdraw, and then student activity period meeting where you might want to come to the campus on January 28th. You get to meet some of your fellow students, and we're going to bring employers in. And even if you're not ready to get a job right now, it's always good to meet those employers and find out what kind of jobs are out there. So it would behoove you to do that. You don't have to join and pay the $29 to come to the student activity period. You can just show up. And then I have some other information on meetups and other stuff. You should look through this. Another important thing is this Facebook page. If I right mouse click and open this in a new tab, it brings you to Facebook. And this is the page that I maintain for all the students. And if you come down here and click on posts, it'll show you what I've been posting. And this is, close that. You can see that Trident Tech's going to have a Martin Luther King celebration here on campus. There's a job, an EDI analysis, some training that you can get from Microsoft. This is very important. If you are a female student, you should go ahead and sign up and go to this. That's just for women in the Low Country to get together and help each other get jobs and find jobs and things like that. There's a job. There's another job. Some of these jobs you will not be, you might not have the skills yet to get those, but I always put them up there anyway. As you get your skills, then you can go ahead and get the job. So I have all sorts of other information too. The I-5K, you should run in that, or actually walk in that. Only about half the people run. Most people walk. It's a great way to meet your future coworkers. And there's another job at Blackbaud. So you should check this once a week to see what kind of meetups, jobs, things like that are going on. And that's why I maintain this, to help you go from student to employee. And I have that at the very bottom. These are a bunch of meetups here that you can go to. Next thing is the assignments. So I'm going to right mouse click, open this in a new tab. And here are all the assignments. So this first week, you're going to do this. You need to go through these lessons here and do instruction 1, and assignment 1. Assignment 1 is simply setting up, buying a domain name for $1 and signing up for a free Hostia. And these 2 lessons here will have you do this. But the rest of this is background information. So you should go through all these lessons here sometime this week, then complete the purchase of a GoDaddy domain name, and then sign up for free Hostia. And then once you do that, you can do finish and do assignment number 1. The weeks do the same. Every week you'll have lessons to do and then assignments to do. Down here on this one, you actually have 2 different assignments. This is for assignment 3, and then when you finish that, you do these 2, and that's assignment 4, and you keep on going. You'll see that I start putting red comments into the assignment blocks down here. Wait a minute. Yeah. And that's because you have to go out and find a small business and put them up on the internet at the end of the 7 weeks. And I explain that in here. So, important information, course objectives. So I'm not going to go into depth now because I'm going to run out of time. Already 8 minutes in. But here I'm reminding you that you need to be creating content so that on the last week you can use what you've learned in this class to actually build the website for your client. Right, and then I have similar information that you saw on the other page here. Okay, let's go back to our home page. The other thing you're going to do is, if you want to email your instructor, you can email her using your My Trident Tech email address here. But how we really rather you do is come up here to class list and then find your instructor, who is Miss Fawcett. And when you click on this link, it's going to open up an email to her, and you can ask her the question, and then she will answer it through D2L also. That's the better way to do it, because then she'll see what class that you are emailing from. The other thing is discussions. So one of the things you have to do to prove that you're engaged in the class is come here. Okay, you want to click on tell someone about yourself. And you can see your instructor, Tom Brady, but I am not your instructor. So I put that up there so you have seen an example of what we're looking for. And I'm going to go ahead and edit this now that I'm on there. And let's see, not your instructor, Tom Brady. And then I will save that. And now, hopefully that will make it so it's not confusing. All right, but that's what you need to do is just click on Start a New Thread, and then type your name, and then type a little bit about yourself and post. That'll take you 5 minutes, so you need to get done with that as quickly as possible so you have a nice win for that. So download the files, do a discussion, posting, and then start working on the first week's content. Now, another way you can go see the content is go into the content section. Here I have the course files, and of course these are the same files that you downloaded before. I just have them in 2 separate places. I also have here textbooks. Students say, oh, I wish I had a textbook. Well, here you go. These are absolutely free. They're 2 different textbooks on how to do HTML and CSS. There are no assignments out of these books, but they're a nice secondary reference for you. If for some reason you're not getting it, you can always come back here and take a look at these books right here. All right, and let's see. And then also this index here, that will also take you to this page that we had already opened up. I think it's easier to open it up using the home page link rather than coming in here. But if you click on this, it's going to open it up here also. And there's the same thing we just finished looking at. So a couple different ways of looking, getting to both of them. All right, in a nutshell, that is the course. Get in there and read the rest of the information in here. If you have any questions, remember Miss Fawcett is your instructor, and you can go ahead and email her through the course list. All right, have a good class.